Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Winter Garden, Florida. And the reason why we are in Winter Garden today is because we're gonna be doing a bit of thrifting. We've got Caleb with us today. No brother? Where's he?
Meeting Danny Elfman.
I don't know. Meeting Danny Elfman or going thrifting? You guys leave your comments down below. Which one would you want to do? If he was reuniting with Oingo Boingo, then maybe I would say, yeah, that trumps Goodwill. But I don't know. But anyway, the reason why we are here in Winter Garden, Florida today is because we're going to be checking out the Goodwill store. It's been, actually, it may have been like 2 weeks since I've last been inside this store. Been a little while since I've last been inside here. So pretty excited to go in, see what they have. We might also head over to the Claremont store as well. We're going to be doing some Goodwill thrifting and I don't know, maybe some other store thrifting today. We're going to kind of see just where the wind sort of takes us. Although, unfortunately, it's kind of stagnant out today and very humid. No wind today, but we're going to see what we can find here in the Goodwill, and hopefully we can find some good deals. We got. Ooh, are they vlogging as well? Are we all vlogging?
I am vlogging.
Ah, it's dual vlogs. Hey! All right, so
What are you looking for? Pirate clothes?
pirate clothes,
Nice.
but no movies.
Huh?
No movies.
No movies.
All right, okay. Then we can go in and thrift together.
We can thrift together.
We're good then. All right, so we're of course just gonna dive immediately into the movies to see what's back here. Is that do I see laser discs up there? What's Shawn? Wait, hold on. What's Shawn finding? Where are we looking? Which one?
25.
Book 20. Wait, why am I not seeing it? Tell me when to stop. Right. Oh,
Yeah.
there you. Look, we just got here and Shawn's already finding a book, and then there are indeed laser discs up here. They got roller coaster and a couple roller coaster. Wait, what is this? The President's Analysis? Yeah, I've never seen that one. Somewhere in Time, and those are records behind. I think those are records back there. But all right, so we've only just got here. We're already finding laser discs. There's a ton of Blu-rays. Shawn's finding a book. We got other vloggers having a good time. I don't want to jinx us, but I'm going to say that I'm going to take all of that as some power of positivity. Absolutely. Is Caleb already finding stuff he wants to pick up? You're getting Rugrats Season 1. All right, for, what are they asking on that? Only $3, not bad. And then $4 for the are you picking up the studio commemorative edition release of Toy Story 3 that you would think is rare, but apparently it's not because I come across this like 5 times a week. Yet nobody can tell me what this is. I don't, like, was this given out to people working within the studio? Was this given out to people who worked on the movie? Nobody has been able to tell me what the heck this is, but it's not rare. I see it all the time, but it's cool. That's awesome. I mean, it's a cool, different artwork. It's a collectible piece. Even rare or not, it is collectible. That is cool. I'm looking at things like Space Jam here, which I think I already have on Blu-ray, so I don't need that. They have Bohemian Rhapsody, which I wouldn't mind having for the van. There's Toy Story, which I want for the van. The short films collection, which I won for the van. Sherlock Holmes, the sequel, which is A Game of Shadows, which I wouldn't mind for the van. Inside Out, also things I want for the van. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna end up picking up some van collection stuff. The only issue is, again, the price. The fact that they're charging $4 a piece for this stuff. I hate that. I just hate the idea of spending $4 on something I technically already own and I'm just picking up for a copy in the van, but I don't know. I might still grab it. This is pretty awesome. It's an old release of Forbidden Planet. When did this come out? 1998. This DVD was released. That is awesome. The artwork is really cool. That is pretty neat. If I was still into collecting things just for the purpose of collecting artwork and the collectability of things, I would totally pick this up. I already have the movie. I think maybe on Blu-ray. I have it on something. That is awesome. That is a really cool release. I'm not gonna pick it up because I don't grab things just for the sake of collecting. But I know you kind of lean more into that. Maybe?
Pass.
No, okay,
That's
passing?
a snapper release.
Yeah, maybe that's, I don't know what I have. I might have that too. That is cool though. That's awesome. I mean, the case needs to be replaced. That is dirty as heck, but that is cool. But all right, nobody needs it, so it's going back. Shawn's over here getting pretty excited about something. It's all the different Scooby-Doo releases. Those are pretty awesome. I am a proud papa with the fact that you are such a big fan of Scooby-Doo and all the different series of Scooby-Doo, except for the live action. You don't like the live?
No.
What?
No.
What's wrong with the live action movies?
I'm good.
All right. Well, anyway, it is pretty awesome that you love Scooby-Doo so much. Now, unfortunately, like all of these were like in pretty bad condition, but you did find two that were minty. So you're picking up the What's New Scooby-Doo Volume 4, Merry Scary Holiday, and Scooby-Doo and the Pirates. That is pretty awesome. So
Some of the Merry Scary Holiday ones, but there's other ones on here too that weren't on the other one.
you don't have this one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. You found two Scooby-Doos. That's awesome. So you're grabbing those? Cool. Okay, this find here might have actually made coming into Goodwill today completely 100% worth it. They've got a copy of Little Giants. This, I believe, is still out of print, or at least it's out of print by itself. I think they may have re-released it in like a multi-feature set, but by itself, I believe it is out of print. This is such a great, fantastic movie, and I definitely want a copy of this for the van. The question, though, is how is the disc? All right, and well, that is completely mint. So, all right, yeah, I am going to pick this up for $3 for the van. That is an awesome find. That is the find of, I don't know, we still have a lot of looking to do, but I'm going to call it now. The find of the day. Little Giants on DVD, never released to Blu-ray. That is an awesome pickup. For the van, I'm definitely buying that. This is also a pretty awesome find. It's Hot in Cleveland Season 2. I only have Season 1 in my collection. I don't have any of the other seasons. A pretty funny show. I actually really did enjoy the first season. Watch the whole thing. And then since I didn't have any of the other seasons on DVD, I didn't watch any more. I probably could have streamed it somewhere, I guess, but I never did. So I'm looking forward to watching Season 2. A receipt dated within 90 days is required for all returns and exchanges. I guess I can't return this to Target, unfortunately, but that's okay. For $3, brand new factory sealed, I'm getting this for my main collection. I'm kind of torn right now because I'm finding this really awesome 4-movie marathon dark comedies collection with Serial Mom, such a good movie. Nurse Betty, Very Bad Things, also a really, really good movie. Used to go for a lot of money. That was out of print for a while. And Your Friends and Neighbors. Now, I don't really care about Nurse Betty as much. It's an okay movie. Your Friends and Neighbors, gotta be honest, I haven't watched that movie. But again, Serial Mom and Very Bad Things, really, really good films. I do already have those in my collection, though, my main collection. I don't need this set because I believe Serial Mom on Blu-ray. Very Bad Things I only have on DVD, but I don't know. Do I want to pick this up? Part of me's thinking I kind of want to grab this, but do I want to grab it for the van, or do I want to pick this up just to put it in my collection? Because again, I already have Very Bad Things on DVD, and then I could have Nurse Betty and Your Friends and Neighbors in my collection as well if I were to pick this up. I think I might actually grab this. I don't know if I'm grabbing it for the van. I don't know if I'm grabbing it for my main collection, but for $3, I'm gonna pick this up. And then Shawn's excited because he's finding this Merry Mischief collection. This comes with Tom and Jerry Christmas, Paws for a Holiday, Scooby-Doo, Winter Wonder Dog, and Bah Humduck, a Looney Tunes Christmas. That is pretty cool. Also only $3. So I like, I'm not gonna say no to you loving classic cartoons. I think
I like Tom and Jerry.
Looney Tunes.
As a kid who grew up watching all the classic cartoons like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry and the Flintstones and all that Hanna-Barbera stuff and whatnot, all that stuff was played in syndication on TV as a kid. So I grew up on those old cartoons as well. Those cartoons are old to me, and I grew up watching them. And now you're getting into them, and I think that's so incredibly cool. So yeah, you can definitely pick that up. I think I'm also going to pick this up, Girls Behaving Badly Volume 1. I'm not really familiar with this show, but I looked it up, and apparently it goes for like a little bit of money. So I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna grab it. You guys can leave your comments down below. like I said, goes for a little bit. So I'm intrigued by this. I'm guessing for $3 because it goes for more than that. It goes for more than that online. I'm just gonna pick it up anyway. We're finding so much stuff today. You're my new good luck charm. You got to come thrifting with us all the time now, because when you come thrifting, we actually find movies. The last couple of times I've been in here, I've walked out empty-handed. Today, not so much. All right, so we're definitely finding a lot of awesome stuff, and a lot of it I am picking up, which I'm really excited about. But there are some things I am gonna pass on. Again, like the Space Jam release here, which is really cool, but I don't need it. They have seasons of I Love Lucy, which is really cool, but again, things I don't need. There's the Journey double feature set, which is really awesome. If that was Blu-ray, I would probably actually end up picking that up, but I have them both already individually on Blu-ray, so I don't need it. They got Planet Earth down here on Blu-ray, which I, again, already have. I don't need. They've got multiple copies of Ernest movies, and there's King of Queens and all kinds of really awesome stuff. Hatchet down here, Pet Sematary down here, which is really cool. Although I gotta be honest, I like the sequel just a little bit more than the original, though that is a classic. House on Haunted Hill. Lots and lots and lots of really good stuff. It's just stuff I either already have or stuff that if I want to get for the van, I'd rather have on Blu-rays, so I'm going to end up passing on it. But at least I'm finding all this stuff here, which is really cool. And I'm now noticing there's a whole bunch of CDs here, which I'm going to have to quickly look through. I did go through all the CDs here. There's a lot of really interesting soundtracks, but nothing I necessarily want to pick up. So, all right, I'm gonna check through these really quickly, and then I think we're probably done with the media. All right, so I do think that is going to do it for the media section. Not really finding anything else that we want to pick up. Nothing here in the CDs I want. They have things like Live 8, which is really cool, but I don't need that. There's Duck Dynasty seasons 4 through 6. Not a show I ever got into, so I'm going to pass on that. That's cool. I actually have that CD. That's some good stand up right there. So, all right, you got a bunch of stuff. You're picking up Crossroads as well?
Yep.
Nice. I'm picking up a bunch of stuff, and then Shawn is getting a bunch of stuff, including he found another Minecraft book, so that's cool. All right, we're all picking up media. I'm happy. We're finally finding stuff, including, check this out. Look at that. Oh, I think it's scuffed up. That's a shame, because, or maybe it's supposed to look like that. That is cool. $5 for that. That'd be awesome in the library, right? I don't know, that's kind of tempting. I know I'm always talking about how much I love finding Pennsylvania here in Florida, and I technically am. I'm finding some Reese's right here, which is pretty awesome, but I also have a bit of a soft spot in my heart for New Jersey, our old neighboring state. Look at that, that's actually a really cool mug. I love the the Newark airport that's just randomly on there. Because, Jersey, when you think of Jersey, you of course think of the Newark airports. This is pretty cool. That is awesome. There's Atlantic City there with the dice, there's State Flower, the State Bird, Cape May, which is more down there than it is there. Even Atlantic City, well, I guess that's kind of where Atlantic City is, sort of. This is a pretty cool mug, a Garden State. I don't need it, but it's a cool mug. It's tempting, but not that tempting. If I was still living back in Pennsylvania, I'd be buying this right now. Check out this amazing phone for only $7. Look at the color of this thing. That has got to be one of the coolest phones I've ever seen. I don't know if this is actually vintage or if it's like faux vintage. I don't know, but this is cool. I would totally buy this because I used to have a landline back in Pennsylvania because it was the same number I had ever since I was a little kid living in that house. I couldn't give up my old landline number, so we kept it. We never used it, but we kept it. This would totally be in the kitchen. That is cool. But now here in Florida, we don't have a landline anymore. So I don't need this, but is that like the coolest phone I've ever seen? Kind of. Caleb's over here finding a 3D Blu-ray player. Of course, not with remote, but the good news is, things are falling apart. The good news is it is Sony, and you can always find Sony remotes, and usually they work like, they're kind of universal. Like a Sony Blu-ray remote for like a completely different Blu-ray player will most likely work with this. Asking $13. If you really want one, I can sell you one for way cheaper. I've got like 10 of these in the garage for no apparent reason whatsoever because I don't need them. I don't even have a 3D TV anymore to watch 3D Blu-rays on. So I don't need these. This is cool though for $13. I mean, not bad, but yeah, if you really want one, I'll give you a better deal. I still don't know why I'm always looking through the prints. Like I'm actually gonna buy any of these. I'm not, but look at the cool Alice in Wonderland ones. These are whoa, stay. These are those are pretty amazing. They've also got Spider-Man down here, which is cool, and then oh my gosh, I got Batman down there, which is my favorite of the superheroes. That is pretty cool. But again, I don't have anywhere to put these. I don't need them. Like I love things like this. I love all these prints. I don't know where I would put them. I saw you over here looking at the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Jack. That's pretty cool. I don't know why I looked through all of this. You know why? Because one of these days I'm gonna find something cool. One of these days I'm gonna go, oh, okay, that's pretty awesome. Like never trust a skinny cook. I should totally pick that up. Right? Did I mention that Caleb here's my good luck charm? So we come over into the toy section and right away I find a Minnie Mouse People Mover Funko Pop, which is pretty cool. I'm probably gonna end up passing on that. I don't need it. That is cool, but I am gonna pass for. Actually, there's no price on it. I'm gonna pass on that though. But what I think I'm not gonna pass on is this. Check out the Beetlejuice Grave popcorn bucket. This is a Regal Cinemas popcorn bucket. It's still, look at this. It still lights up and everything. That is so cool, and it's only $13. So. I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but am I gonna pass on a Beetlejuice gravestone for $13? No, I'm not. I'm picking this up. That is an awesome, amazing, absolutely fantastic find. And of course, it wouldn't be a trip out to Goodwill without finding not one, but two spike sippers, which means that somewhere around here, there's a droid popcorn bucket lurking. But what's Caleb finding? That is cool. Is that from the Purge?
Yes.
Are you gonna buy that? Yeah. Only $3. Are you gonna hang it up, or are you gonna actually wear it?
Both.
It's for when you go on the Purge. Yes, of course. I mean, for $3, yeah, that's a cool find. I mean, it's no Beetlejuice headstone, but it's a pretty cool find. All right, so that is going to do it for the media. That is going to do it for the toys. That's going to do it for all the aisles over there. They're definitely putting some cool stuff out. There's a guy back there who found a bunch of Pokemon cards. I'm gonna tell myself they were all new cards and all stuff you have, right?
Yeah, probably.
Not cool old vintage cards. I hope not.
They're old cards, but not old vintage cards. They're just like from old back, not old
Well,
vintage.
we unfortunately missed out on that. A lady just picked up a really cool Taylor Swift print, which I don't like Taylor Swift, but even I had to admit, it was a pretty cool find. They're putting out all kinds of awesome, amazing stuff. So now we're gonna dive into the Disney. There's a really cool Tsum Tsum there. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Look at the Pinocchio. It's an actual marionette. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, look at the Donald back there. That the Happy Birthday Donald. That is cool. Is that Little Mermaid in the boat there? Is that Prince Eric and everybody? And
Yeah.
oh my gosh. Okay, all right. Oh, there's a Vinylmation there. Okay, all right. They're putting good stuff out. Okay, so what is the Vinylmation and how much are they asking for it? I don't have this. I don't have that Minnie Mouse, and they're only asking $5 on this brand new inbox. I am absolutely picking up this theme park favorites Minnie Mouse Vinylmation. Yeah, I don't have that one. So all right, yeah, I'm grabbing that. So much cool stuff we're finding. This marionette, it's only $25. I mean, that's not bad. You know that goes for a heck of a lot more probably. That is cool. They got a bunch of Funko Pops down here too. Captain Marvel ones, which I don't really have any interest in whatsoever. All right, yeah, we're finding so much cool, awesome, interesting stuff here. Are you picking up the marionette? You're not gonna get that? Got it. I'm gonna tell myself I don't need an actual marionette Pinocchio because I kind of want it. Is he doing it? He's vlogging. He's vlogging the marionette right now. Are you buying it? Are you picking it up?
No, I'm just showing off.
I'm trying. Look, even God wants you to. What you just say? Buy the marionette, Caleb. Buy the marionette.
It is $25.
It's a heck of a deal. Look,
But
you're gonna regret it.
But
maybe not today.
I
Maybe not
switched the
tomorrow.
on button and
But
it's
soon,
not
for the rest of your life.
working.
He's gonna regret it. All right, well, Caleb apparently is not buying the marionette, although how much did you just say it goes for?
60 to 90 if it works.
If it works.
Yeah.
Is it like a robot? What do you mean it works?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a huge switch on its side.
Yeah.
Okay. But we don't know because
think
there's
it
no
works.
battery. All right, anyway, so I'm going to regret not buying that now. These, however, I am going to pick up. They got these Minnie Mouse earmuffs. I'm going to grab those for Danielle. She says she wants these. She does not have those. And she doesn't have these either. Look at these these are legit, by the way. These gigantic Minnie Mouse ears. These are stupid, but they're kind of fun. And they are legit Disney ears. Danielle doesn't have these, so we're gonna grab. I'll pick it up both of these for her. And I'm tempted to grab a marionette too. I really do feel like I should be buying all this stuff. I don't know. The 2018 Happy Birthday Donald Duck plush is really cool with tags, and with this going for like $60 to $90 if it works online. It's stupid not to buy this for $25, right? I could at least double my money on this, but I'm not gonna buy it. I don't know. I don't buy stuff like that to resell. It's not the kind of thing I do. But it is cool, and I guarantee you, within like 5 minutes of us leaving here, somebody's coming through a reseller's coming through that door. They're buying this, and they're buying that. This won't be here in about 5 minutes. Okay, so we're pretty much done, but of course we have to check behind the counter, and oh my gosh, they've got a Jungle Cruise hat there. That I kind of want. That is amazing. I might have to find out what they're asking on the hat. I might end up picking that up. And I'm gonna pass on the doll though. Look at that. Again, tell me that does not get up and walk around your house at night. That is absolutely terrifying. They got the complete series of Futurama back there on DVD, I believe. They're asking $50 on that. That's not bad. There's a Roz remix Funko Pop. They got some cool stuff back here. I don't know that. No, though. The Jungle Cruise hat, it's kind of talking to me. Okay, so again, the hat was talking to me, and it was telling me $200.
That's within your...
They're charging $200 for that hat. Hashtag Goodwill. The doll, on the other hand, she was also talking to me, and that's why I'm walking away now. Yeah. All right, so last but not least, of course, we have to check the table over here, and I gotta say, I'm pretty happy to see things actually on this table. The last couple of times I've been out here, the table's been kind of barren, but they got Captain Marvel Funko Pops. They got some Walking Dead. That's pretty cool. I love those robot things. Those are cool. I got a couple of those on display in the library. So they actually have cool stuff over here. Just nothing I think we actually need. So we done? All right, we're done, and I'm pretty happy with my haul. All right, so that's gonna do it for the Winter Garden Goodwill, where I just spent the most money I've spent at a Goodwill in a really, really long time. But I'm okay with that. Lots of amazing finds today. All those DVDs, the Beetlejuice gravestone. You got books, we got ears, I got a Vinylmation. You got a ton of awesome stuff. By the way, that marionette, literally after I got done, as soon as I hit like stop, a lady picked it up. So yeah, that was I said 5 minutes. Now it's more like 5 seconds. That thing was gone. Yeah, I knew somebody was gonna pick that up. But all right, so awesome, amazing finds from the Winter Garden Goodwill. But we're not done yet. We're gonna drive down the road about 10 minutes to the Claremont, Florida Goodwill, and we're gonna put Caleb's good luck to test, because if you guys have seen any previous videos where I've been out there, the Claremont Goodwill hasn't been very good as of recently. I've been calling it the not so Goodwill. It's been a little iffy out there, but if we find awesome stuff, then I gotta tell you, gotta move to Florida. So
I'm ready.
I don't know, Georgia's kind of nice. You got smileys. I'm actually leaning. I would actually lean more towards maybe moving to Georgia, because I want to be near Smileys. What a fantastic flea market. But anyway, all right. So let's go hit up the Claremont Goodwill, and if we don't find anything, it's this guy's fault. All right, we made it to our next Goodwill, the Claremont, Florida Goodwill, which again just hasn't been very good as of recently. But I got the good luck charm with me today, so we're gonna see what we can find. If we don't find anything, then your good luck streak is over.
And I have the good luck.
And then Shawn has the good luck?
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. Anyway, all right, let's go in. Let's see what they have. And hopefully it's just, I mean, even honestly, you don't have to worry about much. Even if it's just slightly better than it has been in the last couple times I've been in here, then the good luck's still working. I don't know, dude. I think Caleb needs to buy that. All right, so once again, we're just heading right back into the media section, which I've got to say isn't looking too promising. I would say, you know, power of positivity, but I don't see a whole heck of a lot to be very positive about over here. This is what this store has been over the last couple of times I've been in here. It's just been this. It's been empty shelves. It's been all this empty, open space. It's been the same media over and over and over again. It's been just a whole lot of nothing, unfortunately. And I have a feeling that today it's going to be a whole lot more nothing. Sorry, your streak might be over. We've been standing here for all of I would say generously 3 minutes tops. We've been standing here and we're done. We're good with the media. There is nothing we want to pick up. Shawn looked through all the books. There was nothing over here he wanted, and Caleb and I went through all the movies, and there's nothing here that we need. No DVDs, no Blu-rays, no VHS, no CDs, no nothing. I just don't understand what's happening with this store. I can't believe they're not getting in any media, because all the other Goodwills in the area, they get in not a ton, but they get in media. And I've seen the back of this store, they're always getting donations. I can't believe they just haven't gotten any movies in over the last 3 months. It's been kind of insane. I don't know what's going on. Whether they're not putting it out. Maybe it's all sitting in back, and I'm gonna come in here a week from now and this whole thing's just gonna be filled with all kinds of Blu-rays and 4Ks, and it's gonna be this amazing epic mother load of media.
I doubt it.
I don't know. So maybe they're holding it. Maybe they sent it to another store. Maybe they just haven't put anything out. Maybe they're not getting anything in. I don't know what's happening, but should we go look at the toys?
I guess so.
All right. Yep, Caleb's luck has absolutely run out. So we just came across this Namco plug and play thing, which is really cool. I would have grabbed this for Shawn. It's got all these classic games on it that he would have loved to have played, but it's missing the door to the battery compartment, and yeah, that's a whole heck of a lot of corrosion. So I'm gonna pass on that for $6. I guess you just can't come thrifting with us anymore. This is pretty awesome. The Avengers print here, which is really, really cool. Yeah, that is neat. But you said you have an Endgame one just like this, so you have no need for this one. What are they asking on it? It is it was $13. So are we finding something else cool that we don't want?
Yes.
All right, so we're finding a whole heck of a lot of nothing over here in the toy section. There's just nothing we want to pick up. You're not finding anything. I saw you looking at the Jurassic Park thing. Are you passing on that?
Passing.
All right. Unfortunately, we're not finding any Duffy bears. No Duffies over here. No nothing. No Vinylmations. No Funko Pops. Just a whole lot of nothing that we want to pick up. No cool collectible toys. It's a complete and total, absolute 100% bust. No board games. There's just nothing. Note the look of shock upon my face that this store is probably going to be a complete bust. Okay, moving on to the Disney end cap, where again we're not really finding a whole lot. There's a 50th anniversary tumbler, which is kind of neat. The Riviera mug is would be pretty cool. That's where they say these things are not dishwasher safe, by the way. So yeah, there's really nothing over here. There's a pair of ears that I think we already have. There's no Vinylmations. There's just no. Yeah. Do you want that? Yeah, I don't either. So okay. Huge shock. It's a bust.
Hey Dave, you want to pick up some gnomes?
Nah. So close to almost finding something interesting. There's this Boba Fett. I should be touching this. this Boba Fett like phone holder, which is awesome for only $5. But there's a reason why you were wiping your hands and why I'm not like, oh, it's sticky. Why is it sticky? I don't want to know. I do not want to know the answer to why that's sticky, but we're gonna pass on that too. We just can't catch a break at this store, so check this out. It's the United Artists and MGM Company celebrating 90 years of film. This has like a boatload of movies in it. This thing is awesome. So all the movies are in this like book right here. You said you have this in your collection? This thing is really, really cool. It's not in like the greatest condition though, unfortunately, but yeah, look at this thing. How awesome is this? Look at all the different movies in here. That is cool. That's a fantastic set of movies, but they're all in like these sleeves, which look at that. It's already scratched, and those scratches right there, you can tell came from simply just being put in like that. So this is a really cool set, but terrible, awful, hard. Like what was UA thinking? They're like, you know what? Let's put out this really awesome set full of like how many movies here? Like, does it say how many movies?
I think it's close to 50.
Let's put out a set of like 50 movies and purposely package all the discs to be damaged. Let's make it so when you buy this, probably the discs are already going to be scratched. Brilliant idea. So this is cool, but we're going to pass on it, even though it is awesome. They're asking $250 for it, which I don't know, might be a really good deal for this, but you have it, and I'm not going to pay that much for a bunch of scratched discs. We also had a whole bunch of Pokemon cards, but they're just sleeves. There's no actual cards in there at all. So even Shawn can't catch a break here. I just don't get this Goodwill. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why. I just can't find anything here.
Something interesting.
What?
Except it's not interesting.
Oh, yeah. That UA set is like the coolest thing I've seen here in a long time, but it's $250 for that, and again in terrible condition. So nope. All right, well, this was our one last saving hope. It was the front area here. There was a whole bunch of cool Disney pins down there, but I don't think I need any of those. So are we about to leave here completely empty-handed? Yeah. I mean, I'm not shocked. I was thinking maybe, just maybe, Danielle would be the saving grace of the store, because they do have ears here, and I don't know if she has these magic Away-To ears. I haven't seen these, so maybe she doesn't have them, but unfortunately she's not answering her FaceTime, so I have no idea. They have those, and then they have a pair of, I think those are not legit. There's a pair of like Jack Skellington Nightmare Before Christmas ears over there. I think those might be homemade, but then there's like another pair of like fuzzy ones back there that could be legit. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if she has the Christmas ones. I have no idea, but I can't get a hold of her at the moment, so I couldn't tell you if she has them or doesn't have them, so I'm not gonna pick them up. All right, well, we're done. And that's why I just, I haven't been stopping in this Goodwill as much as I used to. And this has been it for the last couple of months. It's just been bupkiss. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for the Claremont, Florida Goodwill, where we picked up nothing. So a whole heck of a lot of nothing that we picked up. Again, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. It's just the way this store has been. So, all right, well, we done. You're gonna go pick up your brother from getting his cool autograph by Danny Elfman. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for today's thrifting adventure. It just is what it is. So much cool stuff over at Winter Garden, which is usually the better Goodwill to begin with. So a lot of cool stuff over there. Definitely made the day. We picked up all kinds of awesome stuff. That was fantastic. I just like one or two cool finds from this Goodwill too would have been the cherry on top, the icing on the cake, if you will, the sprinkles, if you will. But we found nothing. So, all right. Well, anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. So, as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon, check down below for links to Spreadshirt, hit the join button to become a member of this channel to gain early access to all of the videos. And if you guys watch this video all the way to the very end, hashtag, I'm gonna say, no, I got it, hashtag bupkiss. I want to use the word bupkiss because I feel weird that I actually used that word. When have I ever used the word bupkiss before? Hashtag bupkiss. If you guys, bupkiss.
Nothing.
Bupkiss if you guys, Bupkiss if you guys watch this video all the way until the very, very end. All right, that's gonna do it, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Oh wait, also check down below for a link to.
A day with Caleb.
Well, also should we throw in your brother too, just for fun, since we
Yeah,
mentioned him.
why
All
not?
right, I'll put a link to Josh's channel down below as well. So again, guys, that's gonna do it. Like I said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. But only if you hit that subscribe button. All right, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.